Good evening, hello. It's been a long time since you've seen me, maybe 8 or 9 weeks. Apologies for that, I've been pretty busy as per always. One of the things I did was a stand-up comedy course, so if you've watched my last YouTube video, you'll see my set. So let's get cracking then. Where were we last time, a couple of months back? We were talking about transitions, that's right, bass EQs, different ways of using the bass EQs. So today I want to talk about fading. Once you've actually done the transition, or while you're doing the transition, how to fade the live track out. There's quite a few ways of doing that. Depends on what you're playing, you know, whether it's just beats, if you've got melodies. So there's quite a few examples I want to show you today. That's why I'm going to split this video up into two now. Normally I speak pretty fast, but even if I speak really fast today, I'm not going to fit everything in. So I'm going to do this in part 1 and part 2. So please make sure you're watching part 1 first. Let's get cracking. So what I'm going to start off with just doing a really simple mix and just fading the track out and showing you that it's fine, it fades out. So I've got my track prepared anyway. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. So pretty standard phase using the volume fader. Now some of you might use the crossfader. I don't use that. I just use channel faders. Because the thing with the crossfader is, I think I mentioned it last time, that you can't have both channels at maximum volume with a crossfader, even in the middle, whereas you can with channel faders. Okay, so let's just get cracking. So I've got It's My Turn 2009, Darren Tate on the mix, I believe. Here. Towards the end of the track. Okay, I'm prepping up the mix. There's no point talking about what I'm doing because we've been through all this before. In fact, I'll talk about it anyway. I'm just beat matching it. Well, I kind of beat matched it before. I'm just making sure it's all okay. Okay, I'm going to bring it in. So I've got the bass down. So this is the switch over, the bass switch over we talked about last time. Just want to do that. Four, so phrases, 5, 6, 7 bars, 8, and then switch over. So the old track's still playing. I need a decent place for it to fade it out. So again, I'm going to fade it out on the phrase. You should be able to count phrases by now. That's one phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go, 6, 7, 8. And fade out. And we're in. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward and it worked. The question is, why did that work? I'm going to rewind this one, It's My Turn, and show you what was happening right at the end of the track. Come on, CDJ. Okay, here we go. End of the track. What's happening? It's just beats. There's no melody anymore, it's just beats. So it's a lot easier to fade out with channel fader, with just volume, if it's just beats. See you later. Hello, see you later. Yeah? Now if it was melody, it would be a lot more difficult. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix the same thing again, but on this track here, I'm actually going to mix it from the middle of the track and try and fade it out again and show you that it does not sound very good. Just checking the time, yep, that's okay. I've got 2 videos anyway. Okay, so we're going to this time mix it from the middle of the track, where there's actually a lot more going on. Come on, rewind. More than just beats. Doesn't really work that well anymore. Come on. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to do it from the middle of the track. Let's play that. Let's start again. This time though, I'm not going to bring it in with the bass all the way down. It doesn't sound too good. because there's a lot of melody going on. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, turn that down, then bring that up and turn it down all the way. Just experiment basically, you know, find different ways of it working. Okay, ready? Now watch what happens. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Because there's so much melody going on. You know, you can't just switch it all off. So, what do we do in that situation? What we do is, rather than using just volume, we use frequencies. So, basically, we want to turn off different frequencies of the sound. Now, there are different ways of doing that. We've got the EQs, we've got the filters. With a filter, you've got high pass. I'll give you examples with high pass, low pass. We've got resonance, so we'll do it with resonance, without resonance. But for this video, I'm going to finish it off by doing it again, but using the EQ. In the next video, I'm going to bring the filter in and do 4 examples with a filter. Okay, so the exact same mix. So you notice there when I brought it in, rather than doing the bass switchover with bass down and doing a switchover, that wouldn't sound good there because of the melody. So what I did here was I brought it in slightly off max, and then as soon as I brought it up, I turned that down to the same level, slightly off. Then I boosted that up and slowly turned that down, and it works a lot better. Okay, so let's rewind that again. And let's do the same thing, but this time what I'll do is, the bass is already going to be down. So I'm going to turn the mid and high down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the mid first, and while it's like going, kind of maybe halfway towards 0, I'll start the high and do it quite quickly. It won't sound the best. I think the filter sounds a lot better, but it'll sound better than just doing that with the channel fader. So let's give it a go, see what happens. Okay, bring it in the same way. So the bass is going down now. So this time, rather than just turning the volume off all the way, I'm going to use the frequency, the high and mid, and kill it off like that. There we go. Mid, high. Okay, so not amazing, but a lot better. A lot better than doing that. One, you know, bit by bit, you turn the frequencies off. So, okay, so that's one way of doing it. Turn that off, and I think that should do for video number 1. Yes, we are at 9 minutes. Okay, so next time what I want to do is talk about doing the same sort of thing, but using the filter. Basically, using the cutoff frequency with the filter, you're playing with all the frequencies all at once. Rather than having 3 knobs to control, you control it all with 1 knob. But there are limitations as well. Maybe not with all mixers, but with this one. Well, I'll talk about that as well in video number 2, so watch that one next. See you shortly.